It is that time for my response to a tweet. And today's tweet is like a two-part tweet. It says, I will vote for Hillary before I vote for just anybody if Trump doesn't become the nominee. Hillary is not looking that bad if Trump is not looking good. I will vote for Hillary before I vote for just anybody if Trump does not become the nominee. Second part, Hillary is not looking that bad if Trump's not looking good. Okay. Well, here's my response to this tweet. Imagine you have something that's very valuable. To you, it can be priceless. And it needs repaired. It needs to be looked at. It needs to be dealt with. And you find one person that seems to have the qualifications to deal with it. But when you start to checking their record, they've broken stuff, they destroyed stuff, they've held people's stuff, they've not responded, they lied about stuff, they did all these kind of things, but they're the ones that seem to have the most qualifications to handle this delicate thing or this priceless or expensive thing that needs to be repaired. Now, there's other people that can repair it, but their record doesn't seem to have that much experience. They're new at it. You never heard them before. Your friends don't know them. Maybe some people do. But, you know, their track record of experience doesn't seem as strong. And because this thing is so valuable to you, you want to go to somebody that has a record. And maybe you'll feel that they'll be better with your thing than they were with the prior things before. And so, regardless of what all the facts said about this person, track record about this person, you give them your most prized possession. And then they destroy it. They do exactly what their track record said that they will do. Maybe you might not have heard them destroying anything because there was other things going on and that wasn't the thing that you've seen. So maybe you might have thought that they'll be better with it because I haven't heard anything bad about them in a minute. And so you give them your most valuable possession. It's priceless. It's been in the family for hundreds of years. And then they break it. They do exactly what their track record said, but you thought because you got lulled to sleep or you might have been distracted away from their daily comings and goings. This is what's happening if you give our precious America to Hillary. See, the reason is this. You haven't heard about Hillary in a while because you've been distracted. You've been hearing about this person that you think is strong and loud and non-politically correct, and he got you, he's touched you emotionally. But see, he's kept you away from hearing about the person, and then now you come and say, I will give this country to Hillary before I give it to, if the person I think is strong should have it. Don't forget, this delicate thing, this person I think should have it. If he doesn't get to have it, I'm going to give it to the person because I haven't heard anything bad in a while. They might do better with it. Look at her track record. What is she going to do with our ambassadors? You're going to give our precious ambassadors to her and think that her track record won't come into fruition? Oh, because you haven't heard from her in a while. Why haven't you heard from her? Because your focus is being put on somebody else and while she's still there. And then you're going to give America to her? And then the person that you're advocating for, the reason why you want to threaten us with our delicate America, the reason why you want to threaten us is because now this person is like a bull in a china shop. He doesn't care what he wrecks. Just tear it up, wreck it. It don't matter. Oh, I'm tired. I'm tired. I want to tear up some stuff, so I'm cool with him tearing up some stuff. He's a bull in a china shop. Oh, just because he has enough money to pay for all the China, guess what? Is America able to be bought? That's the problem we're having now. People are selling it. But we can't trade a bull in the China shop for somebody who breaks everything that they touch. And don't want to admit that they're a bull. And then now we have other people that you can hand this delicate thing to. They talk like they have compassion for the American people. The whole reason why America exists in the first place is for we the people. They talk with a tone that's comforting. Ted Cruz, Marco Rubio, all these guys, most of these guys are talking with a comforting tone. And you'll say, I won't give it to them because they don't have the experience and they don't have the this and they're not touching that button of, and they're not doing all these kind of things. So I don't want to give it to them. I don't know them. I know Donald Trump. Why? I've seen him on TV. He's a no-nonsense guy, but he's like a bull in the China shop. And if you can't give it to the bull, then you go give it to somebody who's full of bull. And expect for them to do well with this precious thing we call America. Americans' dreams. America's disabilities. America's handicaps. You want to give it to one that will let them die on the battlefield, won't send them no help, and then you'll give it to one that'll make fun of everything that makes America because it doesn't fit his narrative. And then you won't consider the other people that will handle America like the precious thing that it is. And inspire other people to handle this precious thing. They'll be tough on people that want to destroy America. Just because they ain't cussing them out and saying they'll bomb the crap out of them and saying all kinds of things like this and talking and running through the China shop like a crazy maniac, that don't mean that they're not tough. That doesn't mean they're not tough. We have somebody running for president that parents, he sits down with them and he assures them if they give him their most precious possession, he is going to put together the right team and he is going to lead the team that's going to go inside of your child's body, your most precious possession, and return them to you better than they were when you gave them to him. And he speaks in a manner to where over 15,000 people entrusted this man with their most prized possession. And he has returned them to him safely. He has consulted with hundreds of thousands of more people and their prized possessions. And they were returned to him better than they were. And then we have a person like this running. What is more precious than your children? Are you willing to give your children to the bull in the China shop that will say if your child makes a mistake, they're unrecoverable? They're pathological. They can never recover from their mistake. Like children don't need to understand. Guess what? We have a guy running as a child. He made a mistake and then he became a person that saved 15,000 plus people's children. Are you willing to give that to somebody that says that person can't find God? That person can't find redemption? And he's demonstrating this thing for more than 3/4 of his life and trying to be held accountable for what they did when they were a child? This is who you want to entrust your prized possession to? This is who we want to give America to? Right now, he's willing to hold America hostage with the third party run. He's willing to say, give it to Hillary. She'll kill you. And he says he wants to make America great again. But he's not in it to win it. He's not in it to the end. He's not in it for America to win. He's only in it for him to win. And if he doesn't get treated nice, he doesn't give a damn where America ends up. And we have a person like a Ben Carson, because he doesn't yell, he walks through the China shop and say, what's the problem? What do I need to fix? We have a media. The story comes out, there's trouble in the ranks of Ben Carson. What family doesn't have trouble? But do you think that man, he puts together a staff of troubled people because God said everybody is troubled. And he puts them together and he gets them to work together to save lives. And now you're ready to give it to Hillary? She won't even send the troops in to save lives. You're ready to give it to Donald Trump? He makes fun of people and try to save them that needs their lives saved. He makes fun of them. Man, I trust my prized possession with Cruz, Rubio, or Carson before I would any of those two. And I like the way they talk. Thanks, Ben. Thanks, Ted. Thanks, Marco. Hey, I'm Phil Williams. That's my response to a tweet on The Phil Williams Show.